What's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be playing some mono green, kind of. This is mono green with a little bit of white splash for some removal because that's kind of good for green to have. And you have the lands to support it. And this was played by Brian Kibler at one of the big recent events out on the East Coast. So we're going to see if it actually works in best of one. Now, his sideboard is included if you're going to play best of three, but be aware there's some decisions made in his list because he was playing best of three. So I adjusted a couple of things to help with best of one, and we'll see what happens. Starting at the top, though, this is going to look like your typical mono green deck. We do have some evolving adaptive because we have several things that are very well costed that are very high power and toughness. So this should be very often a 3-3 or a 4-4. Llanowar Elves because, well, green and creatures, right? Paw Patch Recruit, one of the better one-drops you can have. And honestly, if you don't have anything better on 3, this is super solid. The white we're going to play main deck is for Get Lost and for one other thing. We do have Keen-Eyed Curator. This helps with all those Reanimator decks. And sometimes this is just a 7-7 you get to fight with, which is a cool top deck late. And Sharp-Eyed Rookie, kind of for the same reason you're playing the adaptive with all these large creatures, this should very often be a 4-4 or a 5-5. Speaking of which, we have Polakranos Reborn, which is a super big 4-5 for 3. And late game can be a 6-6 and get you some lifelink, which is super nice, especially against those red matchups. Scrap Shooter, always cool. I really enjoy this card. Don't play it enough, honestly, but 3 mana for a 4-4 is awesome. Even if you don't do anything else with it, but you can give your opponent a card to destroy an artifact or an enchantment, and that's actually super sweet. Then we have Bristlebud Farmer. This is about as big as we can go within reason for a 4 mana thing, but we get a 5-5, we get some food tokens, which can get us some life, or we can trade those food tokens in for another creature, which is super sweet. And we have Vivian Reed, just to get rid of artifacts and enchantments, but helps us keep looking for creatures to keep our hand stacked up, which is super nice. The one thing I would say is maybe the new 4-3 Spider could find its way into this list as well, but we're just going to go with this for now and see how we feel. But it might be a better choice for best of one because of all of the black spot removal or whatever, but we'll see how it goes. But if you do like this list, at the end of the video, we're going to have a link. It'll take you over to Moxfield. You can download it, try it, play it, have some fun with it. And then if you want to buy this or buy anything else or just bling out your commander decks or whatever it is you need to get, maybe finish off a set, check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, DRAGN. That'll save you 5% on everything you get on their site, and they'll keep supporting the channel. So do me a favor by doing yourself a favor. For now, though, let's go see how Kibler's list holds up in best of one. All right, I guess we'll keep this. This is a hope we get a third land hand. If we don't, it's going to be very sad. And even then, it doesn't do a lot for us. It just lets us keep being aggressive. Alright, well, you got it. I mean, I guess on the plus side, we could kill that if we want to. But usually when we see Authority of the Consoles, we're setting up for a very long, boring game of Magic, so strap yourself in. Oh no, this is an Angel deck, which I guess just cares about life gain. This would be the perfect time to have a land, too. Think about it. Like, we'd be able to get rid of that and block Yada. Ah, that would have been beautiful. Alright, we're attacking. Obviously, they're not going to do anything there. We're going to end the turn. Probably just kill... maybe I should have just killed Giada here. I don't know. Sometimes I'll attack first. Alright, that's cool. So they don't get that extra mana to buff up an Angel. So that actually worked. Oh, jeez. Come on, deck. Help us out. Attack for 3. Alright, I mean, we're not in a terrible spot, all things considered. But I'm not able to be as aggressive as I want here. Trying to keep stuff out of the way. Invasion of Gobakhan, huh? Alright, guess I'll just kill this then. Now they get to choose. We obviously both got stuck on land. I just had bigger, low mana creatures. It's weird, right? Because they kind of want to call the Keen-Eyed Curator. So I can't add power to a board and try to finish them. But if I do draw a third land, wow, that's not even at all of the choices I thought they were going to go for. Jeez. Okay. Sure. I guess we just play this. I mean, who knows? They'll probably just like split up or something here and we lose all of our creatures, but tough life, I guess. Nope, not this time. Still not a land. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to continue to attack then. Like, that still tramples for 1, so I'm down. Alright, so we'll put them at 2. And I'm okay with this. This is just a case of having big bodies more than anything else. Yeah, not totally sure where Authority of the Consoles fits there, except for just being anti-mono red, I think. Okay, this looks as good as anything, I guess. Well, there's a cut down. Safest time to kill a Paw Patch recruit. Alright, well, I'm going to assume they kept a hand with a bunch of removals, so I'm just going to play a Rookie. Even though Rookie dies to another cut down, they're probably going to use, like, Get Lost or something here. Oh, no, Anoint. Alright, same difference. Well, they kept the heavy removal hand. Not a lot you can expect otherwise.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers.
Sure, we each discard. Sounds good.
We all have things we wonder.
Oh, they had a demon. Look at that. I'm actually just going to pass here. So I can... They're probably just going to play a demon anyway. Yeah, it makes sense why they got rid of the other one. And then are they going to make us discard that last card? They don't want to make us discard. Why do you not want to make us discard that last card? They obviously want it. I'm just trying to decide here if I want to kill Liliana or not. Is all this is. If I want to kill, if it's better to kill Liliana or the Bloodletter. And if that's like one of the rooms, then I mean we can still get rid of the room with this though, right? Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna get rid of Liliana. Ah, what a way to get punished. That sucks. I wanted that to be untapped so we could play both of the Curators and then maybe Scrap Shooter, but yeah, it's tough. That's tough. I mean, good news. Scrap Shooter can at least block Bloodletter. If we get another untapped land, we can still play both of these, so it's not terrible. They're also due to draw a land, right? Let's go... Man, what is the best thing to play here? I guess we play this and play a Scrap Shooter. Alright. I mean, if they just draw the other removal, they draw it. Like, you know. Alright, there's a land. We needed them to draw that. Kind of would rather the land be there, though. Ah, second Bloodletter. That's gross. Yeah, we're not going to be able to win now. Well, that's not true. If we get another removal spell, but we have to take the hit from this first Bloodletter, I think. And we just go down to 2. Which means then we basically have to draw a second Scrap Shooter or some such, but there's not much else we can do about it. Alright. 'Tis what it is. Nope. We just drew poorly. Alright. Okie dokie, let's keep it. What I like about these hands is we kind of know the order we want to play things, right? It's Llanowar Elf, And then Rookie, unless for some reason we feel we need to play like Paw Patch, then Get Lost. But sure, I'm going to be brave and get rid of a land. Well, look, the deck rewarded me. Doesn't always happen. Am I going to go ahead and play Paw Patch Recruit here? Like, we get more value later, but I think I am just going to play it here. If they're playing a discard deck, we would rather just have more things out getting work done. Alright, well, you get our Get Lost. So be it. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that we're just getting everybody in there. Alright. You got it, fam. And I'm assuming you're attacking because you're not blocking. Alright, let's find not that. But that's not terrible either, though. And we can at least activate this attack with everything. Which is a significant sized attack here. Alright, opponent's at 7. Oh, that's what they're doing? Oh, if that's it, that's good for us. Yeah, they didn't even want to use that. Wow, sick. Alright, I'm going to assume you have mana to kill this thing. Otherwise, you would have just activated the Bandit's talent. Wow, you're letting us attack with all this? I would have definitely killed the Prairie if you have the ability to. Because otherwise, there's no good blocks here, right? Like, you kill a thing, go to 2? What does that even do? Like, why would you... What? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I legitimately forgot this was a magic card. Offer Immortality. A colorless and a black. Something gains Death Touch and Indestructible. Like, I don't think I would even be playing this main deck unless I was playing, I guess, like a Golgari Death Touch deck where maybe most things have Death Touch. Or I mean, I guess it's fine to give something indestructible, so it's actually not terrible. The Death Touch part's just kind of bonus, I guess. Yeah, interesting card. Yeah, I don't even remember ever seeing this. I for real did not know this was a magic card, which is kind of awesome. All right, let's keep it. Good old Chucko Buck. I feel like I've played Chucko Buck a couple of times on the ladder. All right, we'll go with this. This is where we kind of want to draw Sharp-Eyed Rookie, really. And then, you know, be able to grow multiple creatures back to back to back if we can get it. But if not, we'll just probably play Paw Patch, play a tap land, and attack with a 2/2. Oh, this looks like it could also be just the Dimir mill deck that's playing the demon action. But we'll see what's up. You never know. I mean, if we have Get Lost, that does protect us from the land whenever they try to mill us out, if they end up getting it. Alright. Do we get to keep a Paw Patch? Or is that going to die too? Oh, at least doesn't die yet. I guess that's what's important. Yeah, we'll attempt to attack with it. Why not? Let's see how you feel about it. Sure. I mean, that wasn't going to change much either way. All right. Now we attack. A Scrap Shooter dead. Looks like that's a yes. Sure, you got it. Wait, did they choose the wrong thing? See, this is tough because this is one of the ones you go, well, we gotta win, but like opponent obviously misclicked. I've done it a bunch of times. Not a huge deal. But it also would have been interesting to see how this plays out, right? Because I play a 5/5. Maybe they play the demon that mills us or not. Cool. Then I have Get Lost to kill their land so we don't get milled out. Like, What do life totals look like? Like, I don't know what would happen at that point. So, if they even have the cards, right? We don't even know. So, kind of tough to not get to see the finish of this one, but, you know, is what it is. All right, we've got to draw land for this hand to be significant, but we at least have a play on 1 and 2, and we have effectively 3 draws to get a third land. Whether we can do it or not, whole different story, but we'll see. I have a feeling we're going to need to draw something to get rid of a Sheltered by Ghost at some point. Because that's usually how these matchups go. That's an odd attack. Interesting. You don't even have anything? You literally... Opponent, man, got me. They stone cold just ran that in there with no backup. I ain't gonna lie. Mad respect. Like, for real. Respect it. Because I don't know if I'd have had the gumption to do it. So, way to go, opponent. That was a move for real. Alright. What are we doing here? I guess we go here. And to here. Pump some things. Attack for 3. Alright. Also, if they target anything, we do get +1 from the recruit that we get to move around, so that's a thing. We're going to play this, most likely. Alright, that's fine. Probably kill a Sharp-Eyed Rookie. No, killing a Keen-Eyed Curator. Always interesting. I guess we pump you so we can get to 2 4/4s next turn. Not what I would have thought would have happened there. I guess I need them to be 5/5s anywhere. It doesn't really matter, huh? Alright, Pixie's going to pick up a thing. Makes sense. Well, that's not going to help us at all. Alright, no attacks. I guess at least now, though, if they put the counters on the tracker, just have a big tracker, we can put the counter from the recruit on the Pulachranos. And then play... Well, we need a land to play a Bristleblood Farmer. If we get the land to play the Bristleblood Farmer, then we have a bunch of 5-power attackers, and that's nice. Yeah, sure, I guess that comes through, man. Get all your damage in your cards. I guess they were planning on us blocking and then playing the thing that protects your stuff, puts a +1/+1. Then they get 2 other ones, so it would have been like a 7. But, like, that just wasn't worth it. That wasn't a fight worth having. Sure. I'm going for broke here, hoping we hit our untapped land. If we don't, and we just don't draw land, then, like, that's just tough for us. And we didn't. That's super tough. Oh, boy. What do we do here? I guess we attack with our 5/6. Well, even then, that's... Yeah, we don't have an out here, actually. Knowing the outcome already, like, we don't really have any real recourse. We just got stuck on land for too many turns. Yeah, and that's too late to do anything. I mean, I'm going to attack here, but I already know the situation. They're going to block, plus their thing, put a bunch of counters, and that's going to be ball game. Alright. Yep, and that's all we needed. As soon as we know we have it, nothing else really matters. Alright, let's try. Oh boy. Hey, you might help. We're going to need to move kind of fast in this fight, I think. Question is, can we get away with the Sharp-Eyed Rookie next turn, or do we just need to go straight to a 4/4? And I feel like the answer is just go straight to a 4/4, but I don't know. Oh, well, this changes things a little bit. Because if we go here, then I get the rookie. Alright, that's something. Then we get a couple of options next turn. So this isn't terrible. Kind of want them to spend as much mana as possible here, though. So they can't protect the Heartfire heroes, what we'd like to see. Okay. Great. I'm going to assume they don't have anything here. Could be a wrong assumption, but we're about to find out. They don't have it. Cool. Excellent. Sounds great. Then we'll play this. And attack for 3. Alright. That worked out for the most part. Still not sure why they didn't want to kill the Sharp-Eyed rookie instead, but apparently opponents don't respect the rookie. Which, it's all good, I guess. Alright. Going after the Scamp. And there's a Slick Shot show off on top. And a land in hand. Alright, so we at least know 2 of the 4 cards coming up. That'll be tapped, so they still have 4 mana with that. It's like, alright. I mean, we at least know what we're messing with. Ooh, Bristlebud Farmer. I think, though, we're going to go just here. So I can still block the Slick Shot show off, potentially. And then if we attack here... Yeah, I think we still attack. That's fine. I think it's worth it. Wow, opponent's not blocking even. That's a little concerning. If we're being honest here. We're at 14. They're at 10 after that damage. And they were just like, no, not blocking. Just going to eat it. Could be a Rage or something here, plus a Fling. So we may be just on total blocking duty. Which is tough if we are, but, you know. Nope. No attack even. Interesting. Well, we're going to draw a card. Weird. Okay, so if you didn't have a hand where you were going to attack, why wouldn't you have at least blocked to try to kill the Sharp-Eyed rookie? Because I think I was tapped out. No, I had 2 mana open. That's fair. Yeah, I think our plan is just do this. Play Pulokranos. And then attack with Body. Leaving back a 4-5 and a 3-3. Oh, and a 5-5, I guess, because Sharp-Eyed rookies have Vigilance. And now we have 2 things that can block flyers. Technically, still 1, though, because I'm going to attack with the other one. I mean, do what you will. Also, it could have been worth going with the Bristlebud Farmer to go ahead and get the food there instead of getting the other Sharp-Eyed rookie, but it's alright, I think. Opponent's at 10, so they have to make a decision here. They're only going to block that and take 7? Alright, I was going to say, that at least kills the thing. That makes sense. Alright, defensive spell? So wait. What did they choose? Oh, they just chose to give stuff indestructible. Got it. Alright, that's fine. That doesn't really change much. Like, we still have the blockers. They'll have to do it again next turn. They killed a thing, so we're okay with that. And we're very likely attacking with a minimum of 2 5-power creatures and a 4/5. So this is just smoke them if you got them, right? We're gonna go here, here, and here, and if they get us, they get us. And even if they don't kill everything, like if we're just left with like an elf and whatever, okay, cool. Then we have an elf and a bristlebud farmer, and we get to draw cards after that. Yeah, I assumed at least one of those was gonna have a rage somewhere, so we're gonna be eating a bunch of damage. So like that wasn't a surprise. But that doesn't kill us. That's 8. We go to 5. I mean, unless they have another burn spell and they want to kill one of our creatures here. Okay, that might be the case. If not, then I'm not sure what their strategy was here, but sure. All right, well, looks like that's going to do it. All right, we'll take that. Okay, let's keep. You know, as much as you'd like to go first with this deck, it's not the worst thing with this type of hand when the opponent goes first, because you sort of get to see, like, okay, it's blue-white. Like, had it been black, maybe we don't want to play Llanowar Elf early, and we just play, like, Paw Patch. Oh, this is going to be one of those decks. We're putting a bunch of stuff in the graveyards. At least that's usually what plays that. We'll see, though. Also makes me wonder if we should just go for it here and try to stick the Pulokranos, or... Nah, I'd rather just do this. Okay, they didn't counter. So I'm assuming they'll put stuff in the graveyard here. As long as it's not I for the... Okay, that's good. They didn't get the Aberrant over there. Because that's a... Well, because that's a 5/5. If it's a just a Djinn, we can fight a Djinn with the 4/5, and that's okay. Granted, we do still have Get Lost, and we do have Vivian. But Vivian's a little harder to sneak through. So we want to get some of these other things first to sort of clear the way for Vivian in dealing with all this. If we get the opportunity, of course. Let's go ahead and rock this dude. And then we're going to go attacking. Still none of the scary things in the yard. Alright. Now, I don't know if they have a counter. They are playing Soul Partition and Get Lost, which we can see. So that's kind of a big deal. And I don't necessarily want to put it in their yard during their turn. So I think I'm just going to attack. Well, if I attack with Pulokranos, this. They block, take 5, they go to 11. I don't think that's enough that it's worth it yet. Man, why was that Razorverge thicket not just something else? Sure, looks like they're planning on just getting the Haughty Djinn out of their graveyard. But this does mean we have a clear path for Vivian right now, so I'm going to take it.
Concrete so much already. You have your
I will take another Pulokranos, thank you. So now they have to like get Djinn and get rid of our Vivian, kind of all in the same turn cycle, or Vivian just kills that. Or they could blink it, and then we're in a fight over it with our Get Lost and whatnot. Now we might get lucky here and they put something like Oculus into the graveyard and then can reanimate it, but looks like they weren't able to. Oh, that puts stuff on the bottom of the library. Had it mixed up with another card. Alright, let's go ahead and try to off this. Oh, they didn't have any answer to it. Oh, that's spectacular. Play the other Pulokranos. I mean, Vivian's doing her best to do real work in this fight. How many Reanimator spells have they played? Just 2? Alright, they definitely have more than that. Sure. I'll pay for it, I guess. Then I'll attack, and then I'll go ahead and play it. Actually, I was going to play a tap land, but I'm actually going to play Llanowar Elf. Because we still have 2 things to target whatever they put in here as far as a flyer. Unfortunately, we didn't get one of our creature lands along the way, which would have been really nice. Let's go here and here. Am I completely sure what that's about? Unless they're going to try to counter it again. Yeah, those are things, I guess. Get rid of 1. Get rid of 1. And then we're going to get a Deuter.
Oh, I've made
Don't need yet another Pulachranos, but a Keen-Eyed Curator is fantastic. That is as good as anything. We're just going to play that now. I will not attack with an elf. I will attack with these 2. And play a tap land and pass. So now we can even limit what they get out of the graveyard. And we should be in pretty good shape. Yep, that'll do it. Not super great, but we're going to keep this. Okay, well, they're starting with a duress here. I think we're just going to try to roll a couple of creatures out and see if we can find just an untapped 3rd land the hard way. Unless maybe we found another, like, Paw Patch Recruit, I might play that and play the Prairie tapped, potentially. That didn't really work. Gonna kill the recruit. Gonna flash in a Mastermind. Alright. I think we're okay with that. Could have been worse. Alright, we did find the 3rd land, so we'll attempt to play this. I expect it to get countered, but I don't want to get rid of Scrap Shooter. Oh, it didn't get countered. See, I don't want to get rid of Scrap Shooter just yet, because I want to use that for other things. But they didn't counter nor have a removal. I don't know what their hand is. And they didn't flash anything in. So, not the 2/1 Drowner guy, not the Fey Bloom Tricks. Like, they got nothing. I guess they could flash in a thing here, which could be something. I mean, I guess I might as well make another 4/4. I mean, I don't know. They obviously have something now. It might just be the Curiosity. Nope, they found some actual removal. Alright, fair enough. That works since we have another Pulachranos anyway. And if we get an untapped land, that'd be awesome. Because we play Rookie and another Pulachranos, which would be fantastic. But no such luck. So we're just going to go here first. And they have nothing? Wow, take 9 then. Could be a sweeper here. And then we just play double Rookie? No, they got nothing. They're just saying GG's. All right. Big creatures get there. Yeah, this is an interesting one because I don't truly know what type of deck they were playing. This looks like the Dimir, thing we've been seeing with all the tap down stuff or whatever, but with that many cards in hand, with the way those decks are built, this was probably some type of Dimir control-ish type thing. And I guess they maybe didn't get the 5th land for the board sweeper. I don't know, but, playing the creature deck, you just take those sometimes. All right, we're going to keep this. I mean, obviously we need mana, but for what it is, it seems fine. Yep. Storm Chaser's talent. Fair enough. That is not a land. That's like the opposite of a land in this deck. You got it. Dead creature. We go to 18. Oh, come on, deck. Are you really going to do this? This is going to be a terrible way to lose with this hand in this matchup. Because, man, our big body creatures would be so good here. Especially with them burning all their spells. Oh, come on. There we go. That's some help. Let's go ahead and play this. And I'm almost always going to play Polar Kranos first in these scenarios. Because, one, this has more versatility. But, two, if you get into the spots where, you know, they have like a thing that deals 5 damage to this, at least you can get rid of the thing that's a legend, right? Because it'd be worse if they killed this and then you play a Polar Kranos and you're stuck with a Polar Kranos in hand, obviously. Do I give... This is interesting. I could kill this, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just attack here. And then we just play a 4/4? Trying to just be mana efficient here, because if we get an untapped land, if it's white, we get a combination of Get Lost and Curator, or we just Bristlebud Farmer, you know, either way. But we do have some sizable bodies here. They're definitely digging for some type of answer. You have 2 cards, one of them's a land. That's good. And we also found a land. That's excellent. Not a white one, but that's okay. I think we're just attacking here. Alright. And then we're going to go Big Farmer. Yeah, I think the issue now is we're just starting to get things that are just of such large size. Yeah, them getting a spell back, we don't really care about that much. They could play a land and then play it. But they have to start blocking with at least something that's not Kitsai here, I would think, at a minimum. Alright. I will be sacking this to go look for another body. Wow, that was not great, but we will take this. Get lost, Paw Patch Recruit. Wow, that's something. Wow, blocking with they might have another Kitsa in hand. Might be the issue here. And then you get to draw and discard. All right. And then they're at 3. So I think under the circumstances, we just do this. So now if they do target to bounce something, we get to move 2 +1/+1 counters at a minimum. So they need this to be a really good thing that they find, along with at least one of the other cards in the hand being... Well, no, they need all 3 of those to be live, really. That... What? Okay, this card I actually knew about, but I forgot about. But yeah, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put +1/+1. This is one that just gets counters. It does happen to be an otter, so if they're playing stuff that's otter relevant, then I guess that makes sense. Though, there are still other cards that do this, that I think there's the Dwarf, that's a 1/2 that you could still play, I think, is standard legal, so I'd probably rather do that. But again, if they're doing something that cares about otters, then it makes sense you're playing this. But yeah, I think this was a case of just our creatures are too big. Even if they got any type of prowess, they need to get almost 2 prowess triggers. Well, 3, I guess, in some cases, to even be able to fight anything. So one of the matchups I think you just have an advantage in. Yeah, so this one obviously worked, and the only thing I would change drastically is I might cut like 1 adaptive and 1, I don't even know, probably like a scrap shooter to play 2 copies of Sheltered by Ghost. So you just have a little bit more removal for a couple of situations, especially against the other aggressive matchups. But that's probably the only thing I would change. overall, you do have some game against everything, kind of surprisingly. And you could probably use one more creature land, even though it would come into tap early, or into play tapped early, and that's a little bit of a downside. You do kind of need those in some of those longer matchups, especially with all the sweepers and stuff. But those are probably the only major changes I would make. The deck overall actually does function, and Kibler did make day 2 with this, so it's not like it doesn't work in best of 3 either. So if you want to play either format, this could be an option for you if you like playing green decks. But yeah, you know what I'm going to tell you. Check out our other videos because we have tons of things going on in Standard. We've been playing some crazy stuff the past week. Matter of fact, yesterday's deck was something completely weird and unique, so you should check that one out. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.